Hello guys, it's a fantastic day for Fallout fans because the Wasteland Workshop has finally been released, and I wanted to do a video showcasing all of the new items that come with it. This video is mainly for people who are on the fence or haven't gotten the DLC yet and want to know what all we get from it. Quick note, I haven't posted a new settlement tour in a while because I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to see if Bethesda is going to give us a lot more awesome items to work with, and spoilers, they totally did. So I didn't want to build a whole settlement only to tear it down after this expansion comes out. But I'll speak more about that, about upcoming videos at the end of this one. That way people who don't really care won't have to listen to me ramble. But yeah, let's just get right into it. First thing are the structures, the wood, metal, all that's the same, but now we have the concrete structures. The floors are kind of the same idea as all the other ones as far as like wood and metal goes. They're pretty much the same layout, so it won't take a while to get used to. So we have this one, which looks pretty cool, and another option too, just that way we can have kind of a see-through look down into the arena or whatever creeps up into your mind here. And then we do have these cool, we do have the foundation, the upper floors, and then these are pretty neat because we can actually round off the edges here, and same thing with this angled floor. And I'll show you what these are used for. This is actually pretty neat. So if I throw on, here's another wall, snap on there. Which these are pretty awesome too, windows and then see-through. I think these are really meant for us to kind of build a crazy arena, but I mean, there's so many options available for us now. These right here, the angled doorway. I'm going to show you all this stuff, but I really wanted to show you this, kind of build this structure for you. So you can stick this on to the side here. Stick on, no, this way. No. Bitch. Okay, there it is. So you can have it coming off like this, and I mean you can have it go, as you can see, a few different ways. But what's pretty awesome about this is that we have a lot more as far as it's not just square structures that we're kind of stuck with the wood and the metal. There it is. So now we have these, and the floors actually snap on perfectly. And jump on in there. There it is. See? So we kind of had the same idea like this with the metal structures, but we couldn't really, they didn't have a way to like make the roof cover everything. You know what I'm talking about? So for example, let me just go over here and show you. So if I throw down a piece of wood, and let's just say that I wanted something like this, and I couldn't just put a wall here, and a wall here, and then the roof, we didn't have a way of kind of sectioning this off here. It's like you had to put a whole nother floor down. You couldn't really, work with different angles like that, so you're kind of limited. But with this, when we go to the concrete roofs, which we only have two options there, what's pretty cool about it is that the floors will actually snap onto the roof. So we can cover up, seal everything off essentially. All of them do, which is fantastic. So many options there, and you see how that just kind of blocks it off. And then we can add in these little pieces here to just kind of complete everything. And what's neat too is that we have half walls instead of just the exact same dimensions as with the wood and with the metal. So now we can completely cover that off and make really cool looking structures. I'm very, very excited for that. That's fantastic. And then of course we have some stairs, which these are kind of like the wood stairs that we have now, but this one doesn't snap into the door frame. But they do get pretty close. You can see it clipping there, so you can get it pretty close, and it you won't have a gap there. Or you can do these, and those snap in, just like the other wooden ones that we have. That's fantastic. And that's about it as far as the concrete goes. I mean, you do have these different types of walls. You have the different, so you have a regular door frame too, so you're not stuck with the angled ones. So that looks, I'm really excited to get to work on these. Another cool thing, we do have powered doors. A few different ones actually. So there's this one, and these like this. I don't think that will snap on there. Nope. I'll show you these in just a second. So the way these work is you see that it does require some power, hence the powered doors. But if I put a generator down, actually I'm going to do generator and a switch. So you want one that you can switch on and off, because the way these doors work is once you connect it, it opens. So if it's turned on, the door opens. You can't just walk up and hit A and close it. You have to turn off the power and the door closes. So I'm not sure how that's going to work on the inside. I mean, I guess you can use like the timer ones. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but it is pretty cool. But it's going to be a little bit more challenging to get these the way that we want them. And it's the same thing for Larry. Get out of the way, Larry. Same thing for the other ones that they have. So you have 3 new types of doors, or I'm sorry, 4. These are just different colors. You can snap this on. Snap on. You just snap right there. And it's the same thing. You just connect it, and these open up this way. Really cool looking. I'm really excited for those. Right, let me just scrap this. Go away. And we don't have any more fences. I didn't really look into the cages here. I think all this is the same. Yep, all these are the same. Oh, I didn't see this. We actually have cars now. That's great. Buses. That's awesome. So, okay, so yeah, I guess you could build inside here too. That's great. Okay, anyway, the furniture, all that is the same. No new beds, chairs, anything like that. Even with the miscellaneous, I don't think we had anything new. Nope. So nothing new there, which is fine, because now when we go to the decorations, I don't think we have any more floor coverings, no. But here we go, wall decorations. Flags are the same, but now we do have these mounted creatures, a ton of them compared to before. It's basically anything within the game, we have it. Boat fly, and then you have these blood bugs, and the Brahmin still. You can put a cat head up there. Let's see, what is this? Deathclaw, yes. But yeah, dog, ghouls, gorillas, all of these new. I have some. Yeah, and they just look fantastic. Yeah, that's about it for these. I mean, it's just really all the creatures that we have in the game. You can pretty much mount them on the wall now. And the paintings are the same, nothing new there. The signs, yeah, nothing new with the signs, but these are cool, the lettering. I have these over just to show off what this looks like. So you can place these on pretty much any surface. And you see how it just squeezes in on all of these here. So you can, if you're like me and want to label all of your shit, you can do it now. All of these different ones available. And they are pretty small, so I guess it's just for like your containers and stuff like that. But you can even do numbers and letters and kind of make your own if you wanted to. So that's pretty neat. Just more options. Way more options. And also with the miscellaneous, these are the same. But statues, nothing new there. And then these are pretty cool because we have fire pits, candles, and like these actually go on top of any structure you see. You can place them up on, I wonder if I could put them on these cars. Maybe. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you can, I mean, these pretty much go on anything, which is great, because you remember the lamps that we had, that one lamp, it wouldn't go on anything but the floor, and that was quite annoying. Cat bowl. These are pretty cool too, you got little barrels. Just adding different ways to light up our, you know, settlements and to make them look a little bit more rugged. Oil lamps. These are pretty cool, this lamp post, and these don't require any type of electricity or anything. They're just all, you know, fire-based, I guess. So that just looks great. And then I think that might be it. Same. Oh, yeah, these are great for the inside too. These little wall lights. Candle wall lights. That's just awesome. So many ideas. Now for the best part are the new lighting. I'm gonna jump right into it. So we have, well, first let me get a generator over here. If you look at the generators, all the same, but we now have the fusion generator, which produces 100 things of power. Watts, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I already built it here. Fantastic. And you can listen to this. Very quiet compared to the other ones that we had before us, and that's fantastic. They do take a lot of resources, as you can see there, but if you're like me and hoard everything, it's not a big deal. Nothing there as far as switches go, but yeah, let's get on to the lights. We have all kinds of different wall lights, as you can see. What is this? Oh, and street lights too here. Place these. I'll place these and I'll show you what they look like. Yeah. So these actually have to be connected. But yeah, you can really make, these would be great for like sanctuary, different places. Yep. There we are. All kinds of different street lights. That's fantastic. And then these are cool, but you have to stick them to a wall. You can't really change. They just filter through all the lights. You can't change that. That's just what they do. You can't have it stuck on green or whatever. And of course, new lamps, finally. And these actually do sit on various things. So you can put them on a table and all that, and it's just going to look awesome. And let's go back up here. You can see just wall lights, more ceiling lights, all kinds of just different weird looking stuff that we can make our settlements stand out even more. And this is probably one of the best part is our string lights. So they don't really connect to each other, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, you can really do just like that, and it looks great. You know, kind of change them up a little bit. And then we have more of like fluorescent lights. I mean, they really gave us a ton of stuff to work with. Track lights. So you have the whole line of them. You can do them individually, or you can kind of have them like a spotlight on the ground here. So if you want them to shine up on something that you're trying to showcase, you can see how they shine up on that wall. And I think that might be, yeah, that's it. All the boring old ones. But yeah, there's all the lights that we have available now. I'm really excited to work with these. With this, oh yeah, we do have the light boxes. They are a little bit smaller than the other ones, you see. And I'm kind of confused on how these work, because this one says requires one. And this one looks like it should just turn on because there's, you know, a pylon close by, but it doesn't. You actually have to connect it. So I'm guessing you don't need a crazy, a bunch of generators to run all of these, since they don't require, I think as long as you have one connected, especially to this, because it gives off 100, you shouldn't have a problem. But you still do have to wire them all, just like the other light boxes. And I think that might be, oh, these here. These are kind of the same thing. These work just like the light boxes. You have to connect them to a power source, just like this. And you can change the colors. So it's a bulb that acts like a light box. Still pretty cool. You can connect it to a terminal and do all that if you wanted to. It's just the same functionality. And these are neat. I don't really know what they're for. I think these were like way back in the 70s that they used these. You have to connect it to a power source, but you can change the numbers. So they look. I think these were like old, very smaller versions of this. Was like a cash register. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I guess it could be used for like a scoreboard or something. Let your minds wander on that one. But you can snap them together like this. You know. And this is probably one of the coolest parts of it, is that you can build this, connect it to another power source, and then you can have it turn on, and it takes away all of the radiation, cleanses you. And I had it before, I tested it, I had about half of my health with radiation, and it completely took it away. So I'm thinking that there's not a limit. I think it doesn't matter how much radiation you have, it's going to get rid of it. So, and that's awesome. Okay, you can turn off now. I'm clean, thank you. Larry, always in the way, Larry. And I think that...
Hey.
Hey.
Over here.
Go over there. Go.
Wait there.
Now stay, Larry. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to... Oh, and now this is probably one of the coolest parts here. I'm going to take off these lights so you can see how cool these look in the dark. They shine. So you do have to have it pretty dark. Be gone. So you have all these different letters, different colors. You got white, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, all the I guess, basic colors. And say I like blue. So let's go here. Okay, blue. And then you can write them off this way. So let me just see. And then, so they can, you can have them like layered over top of each other, which is weird. I don't know why you could do that. But you can also have them snap together like this. It's not an R, that's a P. I can't spell my own name. Boom. There we are. How awesome is that? My name is finally in lights. But yeah, so you have all these different ones. They're all the same size and all that, different colors that you can use. And they don't, as long as you've got them close to a pylon or a conduit, you're fine. And this is kind of misleading because it says neon signs, but you just have the one. So it's not plural, it's just the one. But it's fine. I mean, that's still pretty cool. We've been wanting those for a little while to put on our shops and everything, and it fits in perfectly. I think that's all of the power. Yeah, power. Now we do have more defense. I never really use like the traps or anything like that, so I'm not gonna even pretend to know what these do. But for those of you who do, we have traps available for you. You have this one that acts like a foundation, and you know, it's a spike trap or whatever. Looks pretty cool. With these, I might actually start using these in my settlements just to kind of add a little bit more dynamic to them. But yeah, those are the new traps that we have. And no new turrets, no new guard posts. The resources, I've been really eager for these because now we have water that, like a water pump that does not require water. You can actually go to put it in dirt or something just like this here. Produces tin, and it requires a little bit more power, but it's still, I mean, it's pretty awesome to be able to put this on the inside. And the way you do that is a garden plot. You just place these down just like this. Now you can have an in-store garden. Now, you guys probably saw this on the trailer, but it's great to play with it. And then you can even put this like so. I think, maybe, whatever. Yeah, there you go. Now you can have a water pump on the inside. And then the food, I think that's all the same. Yeah, it's just whatever you have available. And anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Stores are the same. Nothing changed there. Crafting's the same. But last but not least, we have cages. these are pretty cool. So you have small, medium, large. The small cages are for cats, dog, mole, rats, all kinds of good stuff. But they all use steel and copper, and you need a certain type of meat or canned good for a dog. So you have 3 canned dog food, and so I guess some kind of something to lure them in. And I'll place this one in just a second. And then you have medium cages, so you can lure in a ghoul, a gunner. That's going to be a lot of fun. And you can see this takes bottle caps, so you need 500 bottle caps to build this, to lure them in. Same thing with like raiders. You need wow, I'm low on jet. You need 6 jet to build this cage to lure them in. So that's pretty cool that you can actually lure in people. And then what's the last one? A super mutant too, yeah. And then the large cages are obviously for the larger creatures, the Brahmin, the death claws, and the, like the scorpion, the big bear thing. And they all just take a little bit more. Now you need gears for these. But, so the way these work, I'm just going to place, I need it over here by power. So when you build it, you should have, yes, this pops up. I'm not going to read this to you, but basically what it's saying is that these will only work when they're powered, and you have to leave the settlement or sleep and to catch something. And whenever you do catch something, it takes about like a week or less. And when you do, you can build, let's say you catch a dog or whatever. If you build a beta wave, this will, and you have it turned on before you open the cage. That's the thing, you have to have it turned on before you release them, and that will tame them. Tame any creature that you have there. And this is a quitting time siren. So what this does is once you build like an arena and you have settlers fighting, you turn this on, it will get them to calm the hell down and go back to living their lives. So the way the arena works is that you have these 2 stands things. Anyway, so you got blue team and you have, yep, I know, and you have red team. So you can assign settlers to this, and once you assign them, the red team will attack the blue team and vice versa. And so that's pretty cool. But then once they fight, oh yeah, and they will also fight any untamed animal that you have there. So if you want them to fight a death claw, just don't have that beta emitter or whatever it is, and that way they are, fucking wild death claws running around, and you can have them fight these guys. And then to again, to have them relax, just turn this on, and then also here. So that's going to be really cool. I'm excited to I mean, there's so many possibilities. I might actually make this drive-in my arena, because it's just like a perfect spot for it. But yeah, so many ideas. And I think that's about it as far as the new items. That kind of covers everything that they give us. If I happen to miss something, just let me know. And yeah, so by the end of the week, I should have a new settlement tour. I might even start building on here. I'm not sure. I might do a Let's Build for Red Rocket, because I kind of want to rebuild that one. But anyway, so all of these new goodies, I'm going to have a video of the new structures on one of my settlements. And I should have that in by Saturday. But yeah, all right, anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Any questions or comments, please let me know.